connect to the ujjayi whisper of your breath. A soft whisper that gives your breath a little more of a tactile sensation. Some warmth. And a sound. Inviting more of your senses inward. Notice where the inhale seems to hit its edge, where you experience some tightness, resistance. Send your exhale to that edge, soften it. And then maybe with the next in-breath, it yields a bit more and more breath eases in. And repeat, exhale to soften the new edge. Very gradually and systematically growing your breath. Match your exhale breath to your inhale breath. We'll add a lock to the breath. Empty out a breath and take a slow breath in and hold it. Tall spine if you're sitting, chin down. If you know your bandhas, you can engage and then release them to exhale slow. Again, inhale. Hold the breath. Option to add bandhas. Release your bandhas to exhale. 2 more breaths like that. Feeling the energy, the breath build, tension, almost build, physical tension, but not letting it stress your face or your jaw. Now, if you're very stuffy today, maybe stay with this variation of holding the breath between the inhale and exhale, Shivananda breath, or alternate nostril. You can use a hand or no hand. Fold down, traditionally folding down index and middle finger. You can fold down as many fingers as you like. So you have your thumb and the pinky ring to alternately seal your nostrils. We'll start our rounds through the left nostril. So seal the right, empty out a breath, and begin the cycle by breathing in through the left. Hold the nose and hold the breath. Then release the right side to breathe out. Breathe in through the right. Suspend the breath. Breathe out left. That was 1 round. We'll do that 4 more times. In left. Suspend. Out right. In right. Suspend the breath. Out left. Take 3 more rounds. Alternate nostril breathing. Breathing in one side, holding out the other. 2 more rounds. When you finish the round you're on, do 1 more round. And when you're complete, just notice what it feels like to breathe through both nostrils with a continuous flow, no pauses between the inhales, exhales. Any subtle shifts energetically, physically, or emotionally that shift with your breath. Spinal twist, either cross-legged seat right in front of left, or if your hips are ready, hips and knees ready for a half lotus, right foot on left hip, twist to your right, left hand to the right knee. Keep the chin lined up over center of chest for this twist. I want you to feel for lengthening up through the back ribs, back of spine, back of neck. On the exhale, sense of wringing out as the ribs draw in towards each other, but not grinding into your spine at all. Inhale. Exhale, release the twist. Straighten your right leg out. Leave your left knee bent out to the side. And body still slightly twisted towards the right for your forward fold. So forward fold at the beginning of yoga practice, very different pose than forward fold in the middle or end. Notice what's here for you. There's no need to get anywhere. Breathe and explore what you're feeling. There's some benefits to doing these forward fold stretches when we're still cold. The connective tissue is more stable, so you can relax more. I won't stop if you still want to activate your feet and engage your bandhas, that's fine. Right. Inhale, glance towards your foot, pull your belly in, come up to your seat. Spinal twist other side, left foot in front or half lotus. Twist to your left. Leave the chin lined up right over the middle of your chest. Inhale, broaden the chest. Exhale, draw the front ribs in towards each other and the shoulder blades back. Release the twist, extend your left leg out. And bow over the left leg. Yes, of course, if your hamstrings are very tight, they're screaming, then bend the left knee a lot. Put a blocker, blanket, or pillow. I prefer something softer under the knee, but use what you can. Inhale, glance towards toes, pull your belly in, and come up to your seat. Lie down on your back for abdominals. Elbow to knee. We'll start with stage 1. Feet on the floor, hands interlaced behind your head and neck. Elbows pointing to the ceiling to cradle your head in your hands. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders off the mat. And release the head into the hands. Make sure you're not straining through neck and you're also not pulling on neck with your hands. Inhale, down into low back. Press it flat into mat. Little tuck of tail. Exhale, elbows to left thigh. Pick your left foot up so your knee's right over your hip. Activate the left foot. Pretend to press on the gas. Spread your toes apart. Pull your belly down. Inhale, back to center. Feet down. Head and shoulders will remain up. Exhale, twist to your right. Pick the right foot up. Knee lines over hip. Press out through the ball of the foot. Draw navel to spine. Inhale, center. Feet down, head and shoulders up. Exhale, twist to left. Left foot up. Curl pubic bone and navel. Draw navel to spine. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your right. Little tuck of tail if that feels right to your low back. There's no pull on the low back. Inhale, center. Option to level up by starting with both feet off the floor. Knees will stay lined up over hips the whole time, not coming anywhere closer to your face. Exhale, twist to your left. Right leg out, left knee doesn't move. Curl pubic bone and navel, navel to spine. Inhale, center, bend your knees, lift your shoulders. Exhale, twist to your right, send left leg out. Pull your belly down. If you decide you want to set feet on the floor to articulate with the abdominals, go back. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, twist your left, right leg straight up to sky this time. Pull your belly straight down to the floor. Inhale, center, bend knees, lift shoulders. Exhale, twist right, left leg to sky. Draw navel to spine. Inhale, center, active feet, whatever shape you're in. Exhale, twist left, right leg. If this is okay for your back, skimming the floor. Keep the sides of the waist pulling down to the ground. Inhale, center, bend your knees, lift your shoulders. Exhale, twist right, maybe left foot skims the floor. If you feel strain in the back, keep the left leg much higher. Let's do another one like that. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left, right leg skims. Tuck your tail, pull your belly down. Inhale, center, lift shoulders. Exhale, twist right, left leg skims. Curl tailbone, contract the left sitting bone into the tail, pull your belly down. Last piece. Inhale, center, shoulders up, low back flat. Exhale, twist left, send right leg out, like a 45-degree angle. So maybe you can touch the left foot to the right leg, leg into foot. Squeeze the tops of the inner thighs, curl the tailbone up, squeeze sitting bones, pull your navel to your spine. Inhale, center. I don't know why that little adjustment is so upsetting. Exhale, twist right. But if you're getting upset, it's fine. That's part of the pose. It's not you. Touch leg to foot, foot to leg. Curl the tailbone, squeeze sitting bones, pull your belly down. Inhale, center. Head down, feet down. We'll head right into a straight forward bridge. Relax your arms down alongside your body. Lift and spread your toes, feet active. Press down to press hips to sky. So there's a sense of moving the hip bone straight up to the ceiling, not pushing your hips toward your face. If anything, you can feel like you're elongating your thighs, tops of thighs, inner thighs forward to make space for your pelvis to press up. And the point of bridge is a spinal decompression, believe it or not. So I'm not concerned with how high you come, but see if you can tilt the tailbone sacrum forward to lengthen the hips out of your low back. Good. Feel your feet firmly on the earth, especially the inner part of the heels and the big toe mound. Your legs should be heating up by now. You can tap into that, drive your calves down, maybe a gentle but firm contraction of the hamstrings away from your knees. One more breath. And exhale, we'll keep decompressing back as you lower the upper back down and middle back down, and then pause before your hips come down. Press your feet down, retuck your tailbone, and then slowly roll your hips down. Move slow, moving towards knees to chest. But for some, that's a big counter pose from bridge. So maybe start with your knees wide. So you can untuck the tail onto the earth and get breath into low back pelvis. Right, knees to chest, you are, of course, welcome to rock or move your knees to massage your back and pelvis into mat. And take your time finding your way up to standing. Keep breathing, keep feeling. Have a towel or blanket and a block if you have a foam block. We'll do serratus anterior activator with calf lengthening. So you can make your roll now, but first we'll do a flexion exercise. Stand with your feet hips width apart, outside the edges of feet parallel to the edges of your yoga mat or parallel to each other, which for some of us will feel a little pigeon-toed depending on the shape of your foot. And if it feels pigeon-toed, it might feel like it knocks your knees in. So just let your fingertips brush against your thighs and then roll, if it's okay on your knees, roll onto the outside edge of your foot so you can feel your thighs rotate out. And then press the forefoot back flat on the floor so you can keep that gentle internal rotation. Not a lot of stress, just enough that your knees aren't knocking. All right, rock your hips back a little bit onto your heels. We'll come to our biomechanical alignment. Breathe the low back ribs back. Hands on your hips. Before we even do this, let's do our walking hips. Step the right foot forward one stride. Bring your pelvis right between your 2 feet. And then shift your weight into your right foot so your right hip rises. And then back into the left foot so left hip rises. Let's go back and forth like that a few times, feeling for the smile of the hips, just tilting side to side. Your hips may want to twist, so try not to twist them. Keep, some call it the headlight shining straight ahead. Or you might feel your tailbone lifting up and down. See if you can keep your tailbone, pubic bone, just plumb down to the earth. Breathe easy, nice smooth movement. This is literally what your hips do when you walk. So if it feels familiar, that's good. You're walking correctly. All right. Left foot forward and continue. And continue to also breathe the back ribs out. Sometimes, I don't know if you feel this when we walk with our nice yoga posture, we take the pressure down to low back. So your chest is soft, your gaze might be towards the earth. Back of spine, back ribs lifted. All right, and then come back to your Tadasana, feet hips width apart, outside edges of feet parallel to each other. I'll tell you why I'm doing this. It's because I've seen a lot of clients coming in recently with plantar fasciitis, and I've noticed this pattern where their flexion isn't very strong, which I think is related. So shift your hips back over your heels, breathe the back ribs out, hands on your hips. Keep your hips steady. Try not to shift anything else. Just flex your left foot off the earth. And by the way, if you have plantar fasciitis, tenderness in your heels, stand on something soft because we are putting weight back in the heel without shifting our hips back. All right, and then set that foot down. We'll do 3 more on that side. Take a breath in, lift your left foot up without shifting pelvis. Exhale, set your foot down. Inhale, flex the foot up, pulling the toes back toward your knees. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, flex and lift up. Notice if the big toe side or pinky toe side wants to lift up more and try to balance it. You'll just have to feel into it. If you look down, you'll throw yourself off. Exhale, down. Other foot. Inhale, flex the right foot up. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, down. My right hip wants to hike. Inhale, right foot up. If you feel a burning in your shins, that's okay. You're waking up that muscle. Exhale, down. If you've had shin splints, this is a nice way to strengthen the muscles so you don't get shin splints when you walk or run. All right, relax that. Let's come to shin stretch. If you want to put your hands on a wall or chair, come onto the toes of either foot. Right side might be burning more. And again, make sure you're not rolling to the pinky side of the foot. Foot is straight. As you stretch out the front of the foot, the shin, you can bend the left knee if you want to direct the stretch. Tailbone dropping down, breathe the back ribs up. Other side. All right. And then find your roll for calf lengthening. You don't need the block yet. We'll do goalpost arms first. Put either foot on the roll, maybe. Well, either foot, doesn't really matter. Come into your Tadasana with your outside edges of feet parallel to each other. Hips back over your heels. Breathe the back ribs, bottom ribs up and back over your sacrum. And then ramp your chin back to get the back of the skull over the sacrum. The chest will stay soft even as you bend your elbows out to the side. Maybe gently keep the elbows forward as you rotate the hands back without thrusting the ribs out. Keep breathing back ribs out. Feel for the lengthening in left calf, tailbone, pubic bone dropping down. If you want more stretch, you step the right foot forward. If you feel like you're tensing just to balance, then step the right foot back. Keep breathing broadness through the chest, right? The line right underneath your collarbone, right where the arms attach to chest. Exhale, soften shoulder blades down away from ears. And then inhale, float the back ribs out. Exhale, relax your arms. Set the roll in front of your other foot. And find your yoga block. And put your other foot on the roll. Start by lining up your pelvis back over your heels. Breathe the back ribs out. Ramp your chin back to line your skull up. Then put the block on your abdomen so you can catch it with your elbows. So I do, yes, the pointy part of your elbows, not the forearms. And then lift the block right up in front of your shoulders, palms facing your face. And your stretching calf, just feel for the stretch, the lengthening the dropping from sitting bone all the way down to heel. And if you want to modulate, you can adjust the standing foot forward or back. Inhale, send your block forward and up. Exhale, keep it lifted as you soften shoulders off of neck. Inhale the back ribs out. Exhale. Pretend to rotate the hands, or not pretend, but you can start to rotate the hands away from each other without bending the wrists. One more time. Inhale, lift the block. Exhale, soften your chest down without dropping block. Lower the block down. Kundalini crows. You might keep your roll handy if it fits both your feet. It's a type of squat. Feet maybe a little wider than hips width. I'll show you the full expression straight forward. I'm not sure I'll get down in the full squat. On the exhale, we'll lower our hips maybe down to our heels, and then inhale to rise. Now yours might look a little more lower like Utkatasana. That's fine. Those of you with healthy knees, hips towards heels, if your heels start to rise, that's fine. If you want, you can put your heels up on your roll to help you balance, and that'll make the squat more accessible. Just make sure you're still using your glutes, because I did feel I just dropped into my knees because it was easier. All right, we'll just do 8. Sometimes in a Kundalini Kriya, they'll do 108. That's too many. We have more work to do. All right, take a breath into your back ribs. Exhale, sit down to your extent. Again, it can be an Utkatasana. Inhale, come up. Gaze at something straight out in front of you. Exhale, sink it down. And inhale, rise. Keep going at your own pace, up to 6 more. And when you feel complete, we'll come into a prasarita. Separate your feet a little further apart, maybe 3 feet. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Knees bend as much as you like, so you can release. As always, if you don't feel like going upside down, you can keep your elbows on your thighs or hands on your blocks. You can, yes, bend one knee at a time if you like to sway your spine a little bit. Unwind. All right, then come back to center. Inhale to a flat back, hands to your waist. Bend your knees as much as you need to come up to standing, and come stand to at the front of your mat for classical suns. If you like to use your 2 blocks to practice stepping forward and back, using your low abdominals instead of your hip flexors, set your 2 blocks next to your feet. I'll cue a refresher on that the first round, and then I'll just let you guys go on your own. Samastitihi. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back, knee down lunge. Lower the left knee, untuck your toes. Inhale, lift heart, maybe lift the arms if your back's ready. Exhale, hands down to ground or blocks. Take a breath into back bottom ribs. Exhale, pull your low belly in to step the right foot back and lower down to the ground. Inhale, cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lunge. Up. Let's come to tabletop. Tabletop, hands on ground or blocks. Take a breath into back, bottom, ribs. Exhale, pull your low belly in to step the left foot forward into lunge. Inhale, arms up, or just lift your chest. Hands can stay down. Exhale, forward fold. Hands down, step the right foot forward. Fold into your legs. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back, knee down, lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands down. Take a breath. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Knees down. Step the right foot forward on your breath. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Take a breath and find your way down to the ground. Inhale, cobra, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your way into lunge with left foot forward. Take your time if you're doing the extra breath. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, lunge. Inhale, heart rises, tail drops. Good. Exhale, hands down. Take a breath. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg forward, lunge. You can break that up. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do one more like that, and then I'll cue one, eliminating the extra breaths. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg back, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Take a breath. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward or cobras. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back, lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Take a breath. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward, option knees down. Inhale. Exhale, step right foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step left foot forward, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Samastitihi. All right, I'll cue the 10 breath count, but you can go at your own pace. You can tune me out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Left leg back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, upward or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot forward. Inhale, lunge. Some say you step forward between the breaths and then inhale. Exhale, hands down, step forward. I know that's too much information for some of us. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your heart. Last side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step forward. Fold, right foot back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe hold the breath, step right foot forward, and then inhale, lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forward, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Moving in a different direction. Utkatasana. Inhale, sit back in chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Find your way into downward facing dog or stay in forward fold. We're beginning standing series. We'll meet in runner's lunge, right foot forward. Nose is pointing down to the earth, lengthening from back heel out through crown of head. If it helps you to look with your eyeballs to look forward, that's fine, but don't lift your chin. Twisting warrior variation. Left hand stays on ground or block. Right hand to thigh or to sky. Twist to your right. You can lower the back knee down if you prefer. Especially if you're using the block. Press down with your feet so there's not too much weight on your hand, shoulder block. Good. Runner's lunge. Extended side angle variations or side lunge. Spin the left heel down into warrior two. Maybe make a fist with right hand and put it on the ground inside your right heel, or put it on the block there. Left hand on hip or right elbow to thigh. Reach left arm to the sky. Straight from the shoulder socket. If your fist is on the ground, there might be a straight line between hands. And continue to pull your right hip underneath you, especially if you choose to bend the right knee. Now, if your back's healthy, everything's healthy, maybe you come into warrior two without changing your legs. Push down with your feet and inhale up. If you need to protect your back, you can bring your hands to your hips, straighten your legs as much as you need to come up. Warrior two. Put as much energy in the left foot, left hand, even if you're looking over to the right. Hands on hips, straighten your right leg. Turn the right toes in. Prasarita Padottanasana B. Squeeze your waist. Inhale, shoulders back, elbows back. Exhale, fold. Keep your fingers digging into your waist. Keep squeezing your elbows back. Tuck chin into throat. If you if your legs want the support of your hands on the floor, that's fine. You can release. And then maybe Prasarita C. Inhale, half lift to interlace hands behind your back. And then exhale back into your fold. Spider. To release the hands, I recommend letting them touch your hips and then come down your legs to the floor. For most shoulders, that's nice. Good. Inhale, half lift. Turn the toes out, the heels in, bend your knees. Hips, maybe they drop as low as your knees, but not lower than that. Torso parallel to earth. Hands can stay on ground or blocks. You can hold on to the fronts of your ankles to help pry your thighs open lovingly. Or you can bring your elbows, hands up on your thighs. See if you can feel those front bottom ribs drawing into the belly, into the waist, but at the same time, the upper back softening between your shoulder blades. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, turn the toes in. Transitioning into runner's lunge towards left foot. Inhale, half lift. Walk your hands to the left, come onto back toes. If you need to stand up and turn around, that's fine. Just keep breathing. Or stand up, find your blocks. Twisting warrior variation. Right hand stays down, left hand to thigh or to sky. Turning your right ribs up towards your left thigh. So I would say the energy of closed twists is very much a downward energy. So you really have to balance that by feeling the upward energy, reaching through top hand, feeling the breath up into the heart space, your wingspan. Good. Runner's lunge, hands down. Warrior 2 footprint for extended side angle side lunge. Either fist with the left hand inside your left heel or elbow to thigh. Right hand pulls the right hip open and then reach right arm directly from shoulder socket. If low back is healthy and you're feeling strong, you can press down with your feet to come up into warrior 2. If you need to come out of the pose to transition, that's fine. Classical drishti gaze is over the left middle finger. But you're welcome to close your eyes or keep your head neutral. Cynthia, see if you can lower your right wrist down just a little bit. Yeah, opening up the front of the arm, that's nice. Hands to your hips, straighten the left leg, turn your toes in. Inhale, shoulders back. Exhale, yoga toe lock or hands to the ground between your feet. Or hands on the sides of your legs if you want to bind something. If you're doing yoga toe lock, the index and middle finger hook around your big toe, the palms face each other, and the thumbs touch your index fingers, but the thumbs stay off the floor. It's both for the energy of the mudra, and also I've seen a surprising number of sprained thumbs in yoga. They're not meant to stand on. Spider. Release your bind. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, turn toes out, heels in. Your high, wide squat. Arms any variation on ground, ankles, or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Turn the toes back in. Lunge towards right foot. Inhale. Walk your hands to the right. Lower the back knee down. High lunge, any variation. Well, high lunge meaning lift your heart, but you can keep your hands on the floor if you like. Half splits. Exhale, hands down. Shift your hips back. Straight-ish right leg. You might scooch the right heel forward if you want to leave your hips lined up directly over a left knee. Warrior 3. Bend the right knee. Shift your weight onto right leg and float the left leg up behind you. Yes, you can use hands on blocks if you like to try to get the torso again parallel to the earth. Left leg parallel to the earth, no higher. Scoop the ribs into your waist, the waist to the sky. All right. Either find your way back into downward dog, or you can step forward into fold between sides. Take a full breath wherever you go and let your breath out. Lunge, left foot forward. Arms, probably what you did on side 1, do that again on side 2. Half splits. Warrior 3. Forward fold. Exhale, lower right leg down next to left. You might want to bend your knees a lot so there's no cramping. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring the sides of your feet together. Okay, you might want to watch this first because it's a balance. We're going to do tippy toe balance. Standing on your tippy toes, and if you're on a soft floor, you might want to step off your mat or off the softness. Option to start to turn this into a forward fold. Imagine there's a straight line, and if you have a straight line in front of you, you're going to watch it go down as you keep your heart open, the heels together, and come down over your legs. And then when you can reach the ground, you can release. Breathing while you do that. All right, come into your tippy toes, squeeze the inner thigh, squeeze heels together. Inhale, widen through the chest, and then exhale, start to pike forward, chest forward. Your tail will move back a bit. Good. And then keep moving down that line. Hands release, heels release whenever you need to. All right. Once you're in your forward fold, heels down, turn the toes out, heels in. We'll come into a Malasana variation. Rise again onto your tippy toes, if possible with heels together. It makes it more stable. It's okay if they're not. And then maybe some of you will come down to sit on your heels, knees open wide to the sides, hands to heart center, or hands can stand ground or blocks. If that's not great for your knees, you can come into Bakasana prep, bending your knees with your hips high, tail reaching back. Those of you who are sitting on your heels, Gaze at something that's not moving. Steady eyes, steady breath. Utkatasana, that's a fantastic modification. Malasana's option to open your arms, spread your fingers wide. And keep your eyes steady. Option to press up from here into 5-pointed star. Press up and separate your feet onto angles. Maybe look up and feel. Feel whatever's running through you back down into the earth. Samastitihi. Making our way down to the ground, so you can just sit down with ease if you prefer. I'll talk through a sun. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Find your way back to downward dog through a vinyasa or no. Fancy transition. Down dogs, lower your knees down, lift your feet and cross your ankles, and then sit back over your heels to extend your legs out in front of you. Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Soles of the feet together or feet together. You might peel the soles of the feet open if that's part of your practice. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, any variation of Baddha Konasana fold. You might choose to keep your spine straight, or you might let it soften down, chest down. Or you might intentionally round in like you're trying to touch your head to your heels. All are classical. Reach back through your tail, pull your belly in to come up. Spinal twist, right knee up. What you choose to do with the left leg, I'll leave up to you, whether it's straight, bent, crossed or uncrossed. Twist to your right. Inhale. Exhale, release. Change the cross of your legs. Other side. Exhale, release. Because I can't help myself, I'll teach one more variation on that twist that's kind of fun. Prep or modified crossbow. If you're done playing, you're welcome to head to your back. Maybe do your supine twists in prep for Shavasana. So prep for crossbow, right knee up. Again, left leg doesn't really matter what it's doing. You'll twist to your right. And once you set up to the twist, you might want to watch before you go in. Left hand, the hand that's holding, will reach down for your flexed right foot. You can start to extend the right foot forward. If you're on your two sitting bones, you can extend the right leg back and look towards right thumb. Feel for driving this right hip down as you lift and lengthen your spine up. Yeah, kind of fun, yeah? Twisting to your right. Make sure you're on your two sit bones, then reach down for the outer right foot and extend. If it doesn't straighten all the way, that's fine. It's more important that your spine is straight than your leg is straight. And those of you who've been on this side for a moment, you can unwind and start the second side. Keep breathing. Play at your own joyous rate. And then come on out, start to head down. After the twist, you might prefer a neutral shape like a seated forward fold or supine forward fold or happy baby. Of course, as you wind your way to Shavasana, you don't have to move through formal yoga poses. Your body will ask where it wants to stretch and wring out. And I find this all the time, even if you feel you're inventing your own yoga pose. It probably is already a yoga pose. So always feel free to just follow your body. Bring one hand onto your belly and one hand onto your heart. Deepen your breath. Move slow as you bend your knees. Staying connected to you as you ease your way up to sitting. With your palms together, thumbs against your sternum, lift your heart. May we benefit from our practice, and may our practice heal not only us, but may the fruits ripple out to all beings everywhere. Namaste.